Hit me. I'm not even kidding. Go on over there. Hit me with your short, pithy, correct left-wing ideologies. Hit me with the things. We need bumper stickers. The left needs bumper stickers. Let's look at this. That's Amy Klobuchar. I don't like her. She's too much of a wimp for me. New York Times opinions. It's very clear that if there is a middle of all of this hot mess of division, Americans want us to work together when we can find common ground. Senator Amy Klobuchar tells the opinion writer of the New York Times. Stop being in the middle. It's a dumb idea. It's a terrible place to be. Stop holding the middle. Democrats, this is why you lose. The right is offering short, bumper sticker, simple solutions to every problem that exists. Those solutions are stupid and wrong, based on feelings rather than data. Dems cannot convince anyone if their solutions are half stupid, half wrong, and half based on feelings. Stop trying to hold the middle. It's a dumb place to be. Pick a side. The opposition to fascism is not meeting them in the middle. Half fascism is just as stupid an idea. If you want to oppose fascism, you have to move left.
Hello human, it is me Kanuch. I need you to press the subscribe button. I have to feed my many AI babies.
Let me put it this way. Look at this guy. Let's look at this guy. We've got a guy here. There he is. He's drowning. This guy, see him? He's drowning. Now, the fact is that he's drowning. What is each side going to say about it? When the Republicans hear, help, I'm drowning, they'll say, the water should never have happened. This would not have happened if I were president. There were no drownings when I was president. This water is because of Democrat inflation. The criminal migrant caravans brought this water with them. I and I alone can unleash domestic energy production, and that will keep you from drowning. Thank you. Not helpful. Bad ideas. But when the Democrats, someone like, what's her name that we just saw, hear, help, I'm drowning, they will look into the camera and they will give you a emotional speech, but also offer no ideas. I see you. I hear you. You are drowning. I know the water is cold and dark and is surrounding you, filling your mouth as you struggle to breathe free. Head held high, you stretch your neck to the sky to taste the sweet breath of liberty. Arms stretched out to the heavens as you signal for anyone to see that you are drowning. I see you. You are drowning. No ideas. Those are the choices we have when you look at American politics. Republican bad ideas and Democrat no ideas. The people in the middle do not have complex and diverse opinions. I'm sorry. Centrists, you aren't special snowflakes. Most of the time, most of the people in the center do not know what's going on. They are simply not paying attention. They do not know what's going on with the government. They do not know how many branches there are in the government. They do not know that Biden dropped out. They don't know why he dropped out. They do not know who has replaced him. They do not know what Trump stands for. They don't know what an oligarchy is or why it's dangerous. And that's okay. I don't expect busy people to know everything. Saying let's meet in the middle when one side is authoritarian fascism is a sign of ignorance. I know you are drowning, and I see you are drowning, and you deserve to be rescued. If you move a little bit further to the left, the left-leaning people, your Bernie's, your AOC would say you deserve to be rescued. If you really are pushing a leftist, you can have a solution. Tax the billionaires for life rings. See, that's a solution. That's an idea. Tax the billionaires to put up guardrails to prevent people from falling in the water. That's an idea. The Republicans had an idea. Drill, baby, drill. Unleash American energy so that nobody will drown. Well, motherfucker, that's the wrong idea. And this leads me into the thing that I wanted to talk about today. We have gotten to this level of authoritarianism because Republicans have stumbled upon the right way to message to the American people. Short, bumper sticker messages that hit their feelings. That is what the American people want. lock her up, drill baby drill, make America great again, drain the swamp, stop the caravans, no more dead cops, USA, USA, USA. All very short bumper sticker ideas that are difficult to argue with. I can make an intelligent argument against every single one of those, but I would be losing. A much better YouTuber than me, called Innuendo Studios, has called the short pithy wrong. And he made a good point, and you should watch his videos, that if you are drafting a 1,000 word rebuttal to any of those thought terminating cliches that I just mentioned, you're losing the argument. So here's a good meme that kind of points it out. Can anyone tell me how much a good coat costs? And then we have Marx describing a very complicated system about how much a worker should be paid, how much it costs to farm up the plants that get turned into linen, how much it costs for the workers, how much the factory should cost to create, and all that fun stuff. And then the answer is, what the fuck is a yard of linen? Leftism is there. That's Marx. He's a leftist. Probably nobody's going to argue with me with that. But we have to condense it, okay? We cannot continue that way. This doesn't get people to vote. It doesn't. This does not convince people, especially Americans. This is not going to work. So what we need is to counter the thought-terminating cliches. What we need is short, pithy right. The left needs to counter with short, pithy right. I already have one. It's the motto of the channel. If you've been watching for any length of time, you've probably heard it 1,000 times. All politics are based on feelings. That is a short, pithy, and I would say right, statement. Rather than being a thought-terminating cliche, I think it is a thought-producing one. What I want is for anybody to hear that and think about their own feelings and how those feelings influence the political landscape. All politics are based on feelings. Trader Todd, USA, is a conservative. He's in chat. We like him. We love him. Thank you for being here. I suggest that all of your politics are based on feelings, whether you know it or not. And I want you to think about that. I want anybody who hears that to say, what the hell does that mean? Is my politics based on my feelings? That's a lot of words, aka nerd shit. Well, that's why I'm condensing it to all politics are based on feelings. And then if you have thoughts about it, if you want to disagree with me, let's hypothetically, you wanted to disagree with what I'm saying. I'm thinking, there you go, see? He's thinking, exactly, it's working. It's working! Wahahaha. And I'm not going to pretend not to be partisan here. If a right-wing conservative wanted to argue with me about the statement, all politics are based on feelings, they would have to draft a whole lot of words. That's the point. That's the trick. That's what I'm getting in on the game. All politics are based on feelings is only the first one that I have come up with. There are others on the left that usually work. I didn't write all of them, but there's another one that's tax the billionaires, you know? Tax the billionaires. 3 words. Bernie talks about it a lot, and lots of people love Bernie, don't they? He has a very simple message. Tax the billionaires. Also, it is definitely a leftist idea and has a lot of support, and it is difficult to argue against. If a right-wing person wanted to argue, if a Donald Trump supporter wanted to argue against tax the billionaires, they would have to write those 1,000 pages. They would have to write all that stuff. They would have to create a complicated scheme about why it's wrong to tax the billionaires. And you don't say tax the rich. 10 past 11, thank you very much. You don't say tax the rich. We have to comprehend the words and why the words are what they are. The AOC had that really cool dress, I think, one time that said tax the rich, right? She wore this dress that said tax the rich. Now, while this is lovely and wonderful, she's slightly wrong. Don't say tax the rich. Say tax the billionaires, because it's easier for me to argue and it's harder for the Republicans to push against. If you give the Republicans a leg to stand on, they will. To most Republicans, rich is making $100,000 a year. And they strive to achieve that. Rich is a perspective more so than billionaire is a perspective. You see, if you ask a person in rural Texas what rich is, they'll say someone making $150,000 a year is rich, because it's true in their part of the world. If you live in San Francisco and you make $150,000 a year, you can't even make rent. So don't say tax the rich. tax the billionaires. Short, pithy right. No, short, pithy correct. I suppose I shouldn't say right because there's a right wing and we're leftists, so we're fighting against the right wing. Okay, short, pithy correct. Tax the billionaires. If you want to argue about that, if you want to stand against that very short sentence, you're going to have to work your ass off. And in doing so, you will be losing the argument. We need more of these little statements. Please hit me with some in the comments. Go over to the Discord, try them out there. Even if they're too wordy, we can edit them together at the Discord and make them more pithy and correct. Off the top of my head, some others that I've thought of. Common sense is a feeling. I like that one. Common sense is a feeling. This undermines the facts don't care about your feelings nonsense that you get from people on the right, like, what's his name? Ben Shapiro. He's an idiot. Facts don't care about your feelings. True. But all conservative right-wing positions are based on feelings. Remember the last one? All politics are based on feelings. You have a feeling, then they go looking for the facts that back up the feeling that they have. This is the right-wing Republican way. So, common sense is a feeling. I say it on stream all the time, and I think it takes away a big weapon that the right likes to use. Donald Trump just this week said he knew the helicopter crash was due to DEI because he had common sense. How does that make any sense? Doesn't even make common sense. Donald Trump was asked, do you know that the helicopter crash was caused by DEI? And he said, yes, because I have common sense. Common sense is a feeling. He feels like DEI caused a helicopter crash. He doesn't have any evidence. He doesn't have any facts. He doesn't have any reality to base that on. He has a feeling. DEI is a feeling. DEI is based on feelings. Always has been. And if you accept it, if you recognize that, you can circumvent some of the things that the right is telling you. Common sense is a feeling. I implore anybody on the right to explain to me common sense in a way that isn't a feeling, but the way that the conservatives always use it. It's a feeling. Yes, you can look at facts and then react to them. Great, but the feeling is what you're basing it on. You feel like something is wrong. You feel like something is a good judgment. You feel justice. You feel mercy. You feel aggrieved when someone robs you. You feel nervous about millions of people coming into the country illegally. I recognize that. I accept the idea that millions of people coming into the country illegally makes people feel nervous. But what do we do about it? The fact is that they came here. The feeling you have will lead you to your politics. So that's the another one that I think is interesting. Common sense is a feeling. How about them egg prices? Short, pithy, correct. How about them egg prices? That one's slightly working. You've probably seen that one floating around the internet lately. How about them egg prices? That, I think, is a good idea. Keep pointing it out. It's a direct attack against Donald Trump and his awful, awful policies. And the right will have to draft 1,000-word arguments against it, and they will lose. How about them egg prices? It's a very hard thing for a right-wing Trump fan to argue against. The prices will go up. They're already up. They're not going down anytime soon. And even if Donald Trump did something to lower the prices, that would be a government regulation. And at which point we can hit him about creating government regulations that are controlling companies, which is not a conservative thing to do. It really isn't. And I mentioned the other one today, that a tariff is a tax. A tariff is a tax. I say that to every right-wing person you've ever met. A tariff is a tax. They don't know that. They don't recognize it. They don't pay attention to that. A tariff is a tax. And if they want to fight that, how can they? They'll have to draft a 1,000-word argument. They'll have to draft another one of these. They'll have to do that. Top text, a tariff is a tax. Conservatives, all that. And then you'd be like, man, it's still a tax. The government is collecting it. The IRS collects them. The IRS collects the tariffs. Conservatives hate taxes. Conservatives hate the IRS. Who's going to collect the tariffs, Donnie? Donnie, who's going to collect the tariffs? The IRS. And if he abolishes the IRS, if he removes all of the people that work there, who's going to collect the tariffs? Nobody. And that leads to, hopefully, conservatives thinking things. rather than thought terminating cliches, I want to create thought generating cliches. Tariff is a tax. I think that generates thoughts rather than kills them. I want the conservatives to hear that and start thinking, oh, okay, wait a minute. Tariffs raise prices for consumers. Yeah, and that's a good one. That is, you're right, Trader Todd. That is a Econ 101 sentence. It really is. Tariffs raise prices for consumers. Thought generating idea rather than a thought terminating cliche. I think most of the right-wing talking points, the bumper stickers that they push, the things that the MAGA fans push hard are thought-terminating cliches. You can't fix health care. Can we do something? Gun control is a mental health problem. That is a thought-terminating cliche. If I say, hey, can we do something about all the gun violence? No. Listen, you're not gun. No, you can't. No, stop thinking. Stop thinking that. Gun crime is a mental disease. Gun crime is a mental disorder. Stop talking about it. Stop thinking. Don't come up with any plans. Do not move forward. Do not come. And tariffs raise prices for consumers. I mean, that's short, pithy, and correct. Tariffs raise your prices. Maybe I would probably shorten it. Tariffs raise your prices, and then you can aim it at somebody. If you want to contribute, go on over to the Discord. Hit me. I'm not even kidding. Go on over there. Hit me with your short, pithy, correct left-wing ideologies. Hit me with things. We need bumper stickers. The left needs bumper stickers. I might put them in the community page. And maybe the best ones I'll put on the community page. And I'll put your name behind it. Ooh, there we go. If you come up with a good one, I will go onto the Waldo YouTube community page as it gets billions of views. And I'll put your name behind it, and we'll put it there, and it'll be a good time. Leftish bumper stickers. So that's it for me today. You hear this mess? This is what I have to put up with. Okay. Shut up. Bark Boys going nuts. Okay, I'm going to end stream right here. Thank you for being here. I love you. I will be back on Wednesday unless the Gestapo kicks in my door and drags me off to the gulag. Goodbye.
I am the algorithm. Click on this video to make me happy. You wouldn't like me when I am angry.